Hi everyone. So we are resuming our Python series, and today we are going to cover list. It's another type of data you can store in Python. So let's get started. Suppose again you don't have to mention what kind of data it is. You just start with your data and enter it, but there is a syntax in order for Python to know that this is indeed a list or whatever data it is. Like for strings, we did use the single apostrophes, whatever between this is a string. Similarly, for list, you have square brackets, and you separate, as you can say, that list is a list of data, not just one thing. It could be one. In rare cases, you can still call it a list. If I just added one, this is a list with size 1, but usually it's multiple data separated by a comma. So this is my list. And interesting thing about the list in Python is it doesn't have to be a similar type of data. So that makes it really flexible. So it could be a string, classic hello world, and it would accept it. Oh my God, I'm not in inside the Python interpreter. X is equals to, so that's heads up to you too. Thinking something is not right. 6. So it has accepted the data, so we have a list. Now, list also have indexes. So the first data is at index 0. This is at 1. This is at 2 and 3 and 4. So size 5 has 0 to 4 index. So what, just to be clear, you understand what that means. X of 0 would be, X at the 0 index is 1. And X at the 4th index is 6, just like we covered in string. This also has indexing, and just like string, it also has reverse indexing. So the last element would be -1, the second last would be -2. Got that? 6 and 1. Yeah, I hope that is clear. So what is the difference between why are we storing data like this and not in the string? That in string you can't really change the data. Let's just not say that. Let's try that. Like my string is equals to hello. Now, hello, my strings first, my strings first letter or character is H, but can I change it? How do I change it? How do I assign it? I want to assign it something else. K. I want to say hello, but I can't. List, however, let me just clear that. In list, however, by the way, that was Control plus L to clear the interpreter. Yeah, so in list, however, we can change data. So X at 0 position is 1. I don't want that anymore. I want it to be 0. Now what is my X? Changed. So our list has been changed and we have manipulated it. And there are some other basic operations that you can use on list to manipulate it. One is slicing, literally slicing. So what it means is, as the name suggests, you cut the list according to the data you want. I don't want 0, 2, and 6. I just want hello world. So how do I do that? You say inside this list, I want to, you go with the indexing. I want the data at this index and that index, but it's 2. So we go from what index it is hello at 2, and what index is world at 3. But this won't give us the result, but let me just tell you. So you use a colon to slice. Colon is the slice, helps you slice the list. So from 2 to 3, but you only get hello. Now there is a reason behind that. When Python, when you give it a limit, Python includes the left hand side, but does not include the right hand side. What does that mean? It means it's saying including the index 2 till the index 3, till, not including 3. So it's not including world. But if you want to include world, we would say till 4 means till 6th. I want from 2 index till 4th index. Till, not including 4th, till 4th index. So now if I say, it will give me hello and world both. Another example for explaining the same thing would be just using call. I want everything from 1 index. That is from 2, I want everything. Yeah, it will give you exactly what you expect. I want everything till 4th index. Now it won't give you the 4th index. You will get till. From includes the left hand side, but till does not include the right hand side. That's just how it works. So you need to keep that in mind when programming. All right, next interesting function about list would be adding data to the list. So right now we have a list and I want to add data to it. So x at 4 is 6. So can I just tell it, just add the data at x at 5 is equals to 3? No, I can't. That's just not how list works. Once the list is created, you can modify the data inside it, but you cannot change it. Thankfully, inside Python, there is a function which what it does, it takes your list, creates a new list and adds the data you want to add. So it's a whole big code in the background, but you don't have to worry about that. You just have to tell it that this is what I want to do. I'm calling the function. It's okay, you don't know what function is. You will understand this more clearly later when we cover functions. But right now we're calling a function and it's doing everything for us. It's creating a new list, giving it back to this variable that we are appending it to. And we want to append anything. Let's say I want to append the number 9. So now if I check my list, 9 is there. And it could really append anything. A string too. And if you check X now, what is appended? And of course, this stores the result of it. So you can try this also. 9 into 9. Okay, no. So it would store the result, but not is it is as it is, because if you want to store it as it is, you would have to create it like a string, right? So yeah, so you can use that too. That is the most basic of the list. There is a lot more, and we will cover them when we cover other all topics and we start actually digging into the code. But for now, this should cover it up and do the job. Thanks for watching.